We're at the location of Florida Test Section 12-4000. This is in the eastbound lanes of US Highway 92 near DeLand, Florida. Jointed concrete section with skewed joints. There's a view to the east towards Daytona Beach and a view towards Rachel to the west. There was a lot of discussion about the fraying along these transverse joints and whether or not that constitutes raveling of or spalling of the joints. There is, I mean, you can see some very minor fraying along here. Other than that, really, the only major distress along this section is some minor deterioration of the transverse joint sealant and a little bit of longitudinal joint seal damage. A couple of cracks at the very end. There's a small spall here, but really not much else. We're 50 feet in. I'll try and get a couple of these joints because what we want to do really is decide if this constitutes transverse joint spalling or not. We're 100 feet in now. The joints varied from low to moderate joint seal damage. There was a little bit of longitudinal joint seal damage. I believe this is some of it here where you have, I don't know if you can see it. You've got some separation in there. Feet in. The entire section has map cracking, covers the entire surface. It's very minor, it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. We're at about 375. There's a small spall of this transverse joint, or actually that was a longitudinal joint spall that we called it. We're 400 feet in. Probably one of the worst joints here. You can see some of the joint seal damage where it's actually just missing. And then we have a small spall right here, but it's too small to count. This was one of the questionable joints right here where we had some of this fraying. It's actually a bit more pronounced on this joint than it is on some of the others. We've called this one spalling of this transverse joint almost entire length. But really, this entire section, except for a couple of minor exceptions, just has spraying that probably happened during construction. Here we have some longitudinal cracking. It's minor, but it's there. And then it goes from there to the end of the section. And that's it. LTPB section 12-4000. It is December 10th. It is 80 degrees and beautiful in Florida.